these are called the 7Hz Salnotes 02, also known as the 7Hz Chronicle 02, and it's an upgrade to the previous version which was called 7Hz Salnotes 0. So these IMs are priced at around 1990 for the non-microphone variant. For the mic variant you have to pay 300 rupees extra, and then again 2 to 300 extra for the Type-C connector. So choose the variant carefully. So they come in this kind of a white box. What you have inside are these IMs on the top, some extra pair of ear tips, a cable, and some very basic paperwork. So these IMs are all about getting the basics right, and when I say basics, so any audio product, maybe it an earphone, headphone or an IM, should have two things right in them. So first of all, they should be able to produce a good sound, and they should be comfortable to wear for long listening hours. Rest of the things like design, build quality and other stuff can be compromised to some extent. So if you look at its build quality, so the faceplate is made from metal, it has brushed aluminum finish on it, and rest of the thing is plastic. I think it's not even a resin because they didn't mention anything on their website regarding the material that they have used. And if I talk about like the design, so initially when I was looking at this in the pictures, I was thinking like these sharp corners and edges would not be that comfortable to wear, but after using these IMs for a week, I would say it is one of the best and comfortable fitting. You don't notice any sort of fatigue and pain issues. The IMs are really very lightweight, so that's something really good about these. And if I talk about the quality of cable, so I would say it's not one of the best, because if I'm moving my finger across the cable like this, so I can feel that the surface of the cable is not smooth. So couple of things good, couple of things bad. Build quality is something you have to deal with it, but I think if you have any issues with the cable, you can always upgrade it at a later stage. Now talking about the technical specs, these IMs cover a frequency range from 10 Hz to 20,000 Hz, so they would be producing a good sound, especially in the low frequency region. And if I compare the Salnotes 02 with the original Salnotes 0, those frequency range covered is same, and also they both are using the same 10mm drivers, but the drivers given in the Salnotes 02 are technically more advanced, because in the Salnotes 0 they were using a driver with a metal composite diaphragm, but in this one they are using a driver with metal composite diaphragm plus polyurethane plus dual cavities inside. And in my previous videos I've already told you that any IM that has dual cavities inside, they will be able to produce a better bass as compared to the ones that are not having dual cavities. So technically 02 have a more advanced driver as compared to the Salnotes 0. Also, if I talk about the value of impedance, so in the original Salnotes 0 it was greater than 32 ohms, and in this one it is around or less than 32 ohms, so that's the best part. And the sensitivity in both of them is around 108. So if I talk about the technical parameters, so Salnotes 02 are more advanced as compared to the original Salnotes 0. Now if you look at this frequency response, so the red line is a Salnotes 02 and green line is a Salnotes 0, and you can already see that in the frequency range of 20 Hz, the red line is above the green line, which simply means that the Z02 will be producing a better bass as compared to 0. Then if you talk about the mid frequency, so green and red line both are like almost parallel to each other, so both have the same kind of response in the mid frequencies. But then if you talk about the high frequencies, so green line has like more spikes compared to the red line, which simply means that the 02 have smoothened out the high frequencies and the overall response is going to be much better. Now talking about the practical experience, I would say that these are the kind of IMs that are not tuned for bass. If you're someone who's looking for a bass oriented IM, if you want to listen to a lot of boom, lot of thump, and you want to listen to mainly Punjabi songs, so that boom and thump will not be there in these. But I would say the kind of bass it has is not boomy, but it has a lot of kick, lot of punch. The bass will not stay there for a long time, but still you will have a good representation of bass frequencies. Now talking about the mid frequencies, I would say especially if you are gaming, so you will be able to hear your competitors or your partner's voice very clearly because of good vocals they have. And also if I talk about the high frequencies, so they are not as sharp as compared to the other IMs, maybe the KZ Pro, because the overall response is more smoothened out. If you're listening to songs or something, the pianos will be very clear, the sound is very tactile, you will be able to hear all that notes very properly. And especially if you are gaming, so the imaging will be very nice, and you won't be having any problem related to the overall sound signature of these IMs. I think at a price of 1990, the only problem with these IMs is somewhat in the build quality and the quality of cable, and of course you can upgrade all that to a later stage. I have made some videos on the cables. I'll link some of the good quality cables in the description below. Overall, I also think that these IMs appeal to gamers mainly because it has a lot of colors, and if you're someone who loves colors, who love RGB, then you will definitely love the blue, orange or silver, any of the variant with these. So anyway, this was all about the Salnotes 02. Make sure to follow me for more, and make sure to drop your comments in the comment section below. See you in the next one. Take care.